Okay, well, now that I'm on a roll, I'm going to talk to you about a subject that um, is really touchy for me, and um, it is adopting a bird. Now, you can adopt just about every other animal on the planet, from dogs, cats, rabbits, guinea pigs. Skinny pigs, I saw one the other day. Rats, rodents of all shapes and sizes. It doesn't matter. You can adopt them. Um, and one thing that I really push everybody to do before they consider getting a bird is to adopt one. Um, because of the way the economy is now and um, the demand of more jobs and less time to spend at home, a lot of birds are being put up for adoption by their owners in hopes that they will find another home where they can be cared for more appropriately. All of my birds, except for one, is adopted, um, and I can tell you that I am happy with every single one of them. Kia I bought from a breeder, which you guys all know if you watched my linealated parrot episode. Chip, Augustine, Lacey, and Coco are all adopted cockatiels. They all came, or except for Chip, they all came from the same home. And Chip was also adopted from a man in my hometown who didn't have time to care for him again. Something came up, and he no longer had the time to give to Chip. Scarlet, my opaline Western Rosella, or Eastern Rosella, was adopted, I'd like to say, from a pet store that was going out of business. Although I bought her from a pet store, I essentially adopted her at the same time because she was an older bird. I could have bought one of the younger ones, but I decided that Scarlet needed a good home, and it's harder to rehome. It's harder to rehome an older bird because a lot of the times people prefer a bird that's hand-fed or friendly or whatnot. My last adopted bird is my most recent. He's an umbrella cockatoo. Now, Goonie came to me with a little bit of an unfortunate past. He was sold as a baby, hand-fed baby, down south, and the first owners who had him for the first 6 years decided that they couldn't keep him anymore. Sorry, I was outside. I'm really itching. They decided they couldn't keep him anymore, so they brought him back to the aviary that they bought him from, and the owner needed to find him a new home, or the breeder. They were not breeding any longer. So somebody I know from a town very close to mine took him home because she felt bad for him. And the bird was taken very, very good care of. They bought him a bigger cage, which really isn't saying much because his cage is not suitable, I believe, for the breed of bird that he is. They brought him home and played with him, gave him lots of toys. They even took him outside for walks. Many people have told me that a very long time ago they saw a white bird in Kirkland Lake. And one day, Goonie bit someone, and they hadn't taken him out since. So 5 years, or for the first year of his life, he lived very well, and then for the last 5, he hasn't. So Goonie came to me, a very scared bird. He's not used to new things. He does not like to be handled by anybody but me, and even then it's a bit sketchy. He's very nervous with new things, and is all around a mature bird who has not been exposed to anything. Birds have a very childlike mentality, and you can see the same thing in little kids who haven't been exposed to the outside world, and then one day you bring them to school and they just don't know what to do with themselves. So with all these things, and a lot of the times they're very sad, I still suggest that you consider adopting a bird first before you go to a breeder and buy one. A lot of breeders will breed by demand. An irresponsible breeder will just breed birds because they feel the need to. But a responsible and reputable breeder will only breed birds when there is a demand for it. The breeder that I deal with stopped breeding cockatiels because she knew that people were not um, going to buy them, and they were just going to sit there when she was getting birds that were from former clutches that were being brought back to her. Um, I really, really, really stress the importance of adopting as well. There are a lot of birds out there who are given up and they don't understand why. They don't understand economic fluctuations and, more workloads and babies, and they don't understand that. All they understand is that you don't love them anymore and they don't know why. Um, so that's my little spiel about adopting birds. I really, really think that you should. Um, it's it's really good for um, those of us who love birds and um, realize that not all birds that are from breeders are perfect, and that not all birds that are adopted are horrible. Um, so yeah, I really think that you guys should consider adopting a bird, um, or a second-hand bird if you'd like. So I hope you learned something about how many birds are in need, and I really, really, really think you should think about adopting a bird.